Hello, my name is Tarmack, and I wanted to take you through the character creation of Bloodborne, just to give you an idea of what sort of options there are, what the effect is, and all that sort of good stuff. You start off with your basic name. Not a whole lot of crazy excitement here. Put that in nice and quick. Gender. There's no change in what kind of abilities and stats and things like that, depending on which one you want to go with. It really doesn't make much of a difference. The same deal with age. You can look young, mature, and aged. And again, it doesn't affect anything other than just the basic appearance of the character. The origins are quite lovely. You've got your milquetoast. I'm not really sure on the pronunciation of that, but this is your average, your base normal character. And then you've got a bunch of others. Lone Survivor gives you a higher essence. You start with a little bit more of the blood echoes, which is your currency in the game, to buy items and level up and all of that stuff. Troubled Childhood, highly resilient. And this is where, if you're looking at the stat changes there, you've got a lot more endurance. Versus vitality, strength, all that kind of stuff. Violent Past is the same sort of deal where you've got really high strength to start with. A bit higher on the vitality, not a whole lot of blood echoes to start with. Professional, higher in the skill category. Military Veteran is higher in, again, strength as well, but not so good with the arcane. Noble Scion is the blood tinge, which I'm not entirely certain what that stat is for, to be perfectly frank. Cruel Fate is nice and high on the arcane side of things. And then Waste of Skin, you start at level 4 and with a whole lot of nothing. So if you really want the hard game, that's the one that you're going to pick. Now for appearance, you can actually change a fair amount. So here's our young voice. Death noises, you gotta love it. And aged. So for the build, not a whole lot of craziness here, but you've got the small head, large head. Basic sort of stuff. Scale adjustment, you can actually go into a fair amount of detail here, depending on how much you want to actually go ahead and customize your character. If you really want the nice big head, that's totally up to you. Skin color, you can get yourself all kinds of different varieties, nice and pale, sort of a blue tinge to it. Now that's the base skin color. Skin tone, again, you can change quite a lot in here. Different color layers. I'm not entirely certain why the bridge of the nose is something that needs quite so much extra color, but I guess if you really want to have a nice Rudolph nose, that's up to you. It seems entirely reasonable. Cheeks, same deal. Laugh lines. So you can get an awful lot of detail in it. Now, from what I've seen so far in the game, unfortunately, most of the time your character's covered up in all kinds of awesome looking gear, so I'm not so sure that it really matters too much what you've got going here. But you can go through some face presets. And then the similar face option is it takes what you've set so far and gives you some slight variations, not anything that's too crazy. And of course you can do facial aesthetic, masculine or feminine. So in a lot of ways, you know, similar to something like Skyrim, where there's an awful lot of detail that you can do. Everything, you know, chin, jawline. Let's extend that jaw way the hell out. And make ourselves a goofy looking underbite kind of guy. Makeup is always something that is very important. Looks like he's been through a bit of a fire. More skin color options. You can do eyeliner, which is terribly exciting. And eyeshadow, of course, as well. Because, you know, makeup is important when you're on the hunt. Powder blue to dark red lipstick. Isn't that wonderful and exciting? Alright, hairstyles. The more useful of the bunch. You've got your bald. Isn't that a fantastic style right there? Your classic emo cut. Not a very masculine haircut there. So you can apply all of the women's hairstyles to the men if you wish, or vice versa, of course. Heavy detail in the eyebrows and beard. And eyelashes are always important when your head is covered in all kinds of armor and such. Some different tattoo options, or birthmark options. Scars. And of course you can change the color of it as well. You also have glasses options. Nice little steampunky sort of look to some of this stuff. And also, again, changing the color of the glasses. And then, at the end, you can save to favorites. So if you want to create a new character later on, you can just load it from the favorites. And that, my friends, is the character creation in Bloodborne. It's actually quite nice. It's got a lot of options, a lot of variety, and so far, the game's an awful lot of fun. Cheers. Bye-bye.